Greetings, YouTube. Here we
What's
are,
going on, everybody?
back once again with episode 36.
6
Yeah, baby.
in the house.
And
36 in the house.
You know we're coming in through mean, clean, and crispy. I got my main man next to me.
Yep, my name is Jaime, as usual.
Oh,
unless
yeah.
I legally change it for some, safety reasons. No, just kidding.
His mouth is dirty. His teeth are clean. He's mean, fighting machine.
Like Mean Gene Ogilvy.
There you go. And my name is One Take Will, and
With
I'm
more
not
hair.
trying to get situated in this. I hate it when your shirt rides up on you when you're trying to sit. I hate
Like a
that.
shirt wedgie.
Yeah, something like that. It'll ride, like the back of the chair will cause your shirt to ride up. Have you ever had that happen?
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, let's just get right the hell into it, because I'm telling you right now, there's a lot of stuff going on in this world
For sure.
that
But
is just
I'm sorry.
blowing my mind. And I know you got something you got to read, so I'm going to just let you go ahead and get that out of the way.
Well, I would like to start this off and acknowledge some things that are going on everywhere in the world. It's going on worldwide, but here in Michigan, they have some things here that help people, some services and some places here that help people that are suffering through addiction. And I have lost some friends through addiction. I know friends that lost people through addiction, and there's people that you probably know out there that have lost people through the same thing, or even going through the battle today. So I would just like to send a big shout out to Hope Not Handcuffs and Families Against Narcotics. Those are two organizations here in Michigan that are here for support for individuals that are, going through that tough battle.
So what do they do?
Well, I don't know. I guess they support people, like people that have to get them help. They take them to the medical facilities they go and they help them rehab. And
So instead of
they
taking them
also
to
put 'em to-
jail, they try to find them the appropriate psychiatric help to, like, maybe get them off drugs and stuff like that.
of course. And then they also have these people, they have like support groups, and they call them angels.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And so everybody has their own individual angel. And whenever they're having problems or anything, that person they can contact, and they can help them get through whatever battles they do. But the person also wants to have to get help, because it's tough.
Absolutely. That is the toughest part about being an addict. I've known, like you said, quite a few people that passed from drug addiction and whatnot. And, man, it's a hard thing to kick. It's
For sure.
It's definitely a rough road. Once you fall down that road and you fall too deep, it's a hard hole to climb out of.
For sure.
Yeah.
So on the last Saturday of this August, there's going to be a big banner out there for overdose awareness. It's going to be on the bridge of M59 and Van Dyke. And there's going to be a big banner out there, so maybe you guys around that area can show a little support.
M59 at Van Dyke. What area is that?
It's out there in Detroit.
Okay.
And so I just want to, my heart goes out to all you guys. And like I said, shout out to Hope Not Handcuffs and Families Against Narcotics.
Beautiful organization.
And with all that, we're going to get on with the show.
All right. Fantastic.
So, like you said, there's a lot of crazy things going on.
Well,
There's always crazy things going on. From the ride here
dude,
to the ride there.
Okay, let me just, so I'm a big metalhead, and I was just getting amped up before the show because it's
Metal.
oh yeah, it's a 45-minute ride here, so I'm like, I'm just gonna get my blood pumping, get myself mentally ready. You know what I mean? Get that adrenaline going for the show.
Mentally to ventily.
Oh, absolutely. So I'm jamming Pantera, Slayer. I got the Anthrax going, full volume.
Nice.
Yeah, ear-splitting volume. It'd be a volume that if my ninja wife was in the car, she would tell me that is way too loud. And when I mean way too loud, I would have to turn it down at least 20 points.
Okay, and if
on
you
the
didn't,
volume.
she would probably turn it down either with a ninja star or the sword.
Absolutely.
She'll pull the katana out.
Yeah, it would, or she would just throw a smoke bomb and poof, she wouldn't be in the car anymore.
She'd rice bomb you.
So
She'd be like, "Don't you ever touch a ninja radio."
I'm wondering if there has been a zombie apocalypse outbreak in the last 24 hours, because that's the people who I was stuck behind while I was driving here. The zombies, the people who are just half awake, whatever. I don't know what is wrong with y'all, but
I don't
Telegraph is 45. That means we do at least 50. You're doing 35 and 40, and the road's clear. There's no construction. It's a beautiful blue sky day. What are you doing?
For real. Get off the phone.
Do you think it's the face covering that we're all required to wear that people for some reason wear in their cars, and they're sucking in too much CO2 so they're not getting enough oxygen to their brain so they can't drive at full speed? Do you think that's the problem?
Yeah, and like they're thinking even slower. They're like, and they're getting like brain cramps.
Yeah.
Or
brain cramps. I wonder what a brain cramp feels like. Does your ear like bend over?
it's like brain freeze, but like I don't know, maybe it's like a weird brain freeze of some sort, like a hybrid brain freeze. It's like a brain cramp. Oh shit! Ah! And like your face just does some weird shit.
I don't. It drives me insane. You know, it's just.
People probably think I do a brain cramp all the time then. Because my face be doing some weird shit.
Yeah, maybe like you get that brain cramp and like your eyebrow looks like it's in the shape of a Z.
Oh man. Watching that UFC fight last week, my man got his finger jabbed. His shit looked like he had a brain cramp.
Man.
He looked like Slaw from Goonies.
I gotta watch
His
that
shit
fight
was
still.
like, his shit was like way over here. He had like a Simpson eye.
Oh man, I'll tell you what. Last fight I watched, these two. You know, now we're getting off topic.
Yeah,
but,
sorry.
Whatever. Anyway, the ride here was just crap. Y'all need to move your asses. If you're not gonna drive in the left-hand lane, I know you got to do the turnaround. I get it, Michigan turnaround. But just wait. Drive it in the middle, and then when you get close to your left-hand turnaround, scoot over, get into your turnaround, and go.
For real. What about you ever heard of that parasite they have? It like will go in an ant or like it goes in a bee or it goes in a bug, or I think it's a zombie parasite.
Oh, I know what you're
Or
talking about.
it goes into like ants and stuff, and these guys go up and kill themselves or whatever.
Yeah.
And this parasite comes out and from there, and it
I
so
don't-
on and so on. So
I think it can go into like all insects. I'm not sure, but
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. It'll like take control of their brains.
so this moisture that we're building up in these masks, because motherfuckers be wearing them even when they're like safe in their own vehicles and whatnot. That's just kind of weird. But I don't know. You know, I understand we got to be safe, but damn.
Yeah,
you know,
I
like
get
if you're
it.
gonna do all that, then fucking wrap your shit in bubble wrap. Come out in
Right.
a fucking big old fucking tie back suit and quit fucking around. Walk around like a Oompa Loompa with a helmet on, because I'm sick of that shit.
I
You
am.
either go all the way, you know what I'm saying? You go all the way,
Yeah.
go big, or go home.
Get you a spacesuit and filtered air and whatnot. Go all out.
You guys are testing my patience.
Stop it with the. You know, if you're gonna wear a bandana and you think that's gonna save you, you're dead wrong.
This ain't the Wild West.
Exactly. Whose bank are you trying to rob today?
For real. I used to get in
Nobody's.
trouble for wearing that shit. You can't come in the store with that, sir.
Yeah.
Your camera can't pick you up.
Now everybody can wear them. Everybody's getting away with everything. It's
I
crazy.
can like swear at you under my lips, and you don't even know it.
You wait till wintertime. I bet chapstick is gonna get stolen left and right.
But anyways, that moisture, is creating a new type of parasite, a new zombie parasite for humans, and I think that's why they're driving like shit.
That could be.
That's what's causing all that
It could
stupid
be.
shit.
I almost got in a stupid accident on Thursday coming home from work. I'm on Southfield. I'm going over. I'm all the way in the left. I'm doing about 85, even though the speed limit's only 55. I'm doing about 85. I'm cruising. You know, I'm boogieing. Everybody's just moving. Well, I got to get all the
I
way
mean,
over.
if it's 55, you might as well do 85.
Exactly. Thank you.
What other mile per hour am I gonna do?
30. I mean, come on. It is an expressway, even though it's not considered one. But who cares? So I got to get over onto 96. So I look to my right. There's just a wall of cars. Nobody's going to let me over. So what do? I already have my signal on. I've already had my signal on for about a quarter of a mile. So I just start inching over into the lane. You're going to let me in.
You start just getting in there.
You're gonna let me in, and that's what happened. They let me in. The dude backed off. He let me in. Well, now the car in front of me is only 6 feet in front of me. The car behind me is only 6 feet behind me, and then 3 cars ahead, they decide to lock their brakes up for no reason.
Man, those green light stoppers.
It was definitely a time where I grabbed both hands on the steering wheel and I went, "Oh shit!" My asshole puckered so hard I could have made diamonds.
Damn, that would have been bananas.
It was. Nobody crashed. It was close. I got on to 96. I skirted on home.
You popped some blood vessels back there?
It was tight. It was tight.
Did it change color? I saw you squeezed so hard your legs went white.
I was just like, ooh.
My legs turned white. Holy shit.
I was like Tom Cruise in Top Gun holding against the G-forces.
Your name was Goose.
Yeah, I was definitely not Maverick in that situation. I was definitely Goose.
You don't got to use the bathroom till about 4 o'clock.
I was holding on tight. I was pulling 11 G's right there. I was just like, ooh. You ever seen them guys in the centrifuge things when they
Yeah.
see their faces? That would have been my face in that situation.
That's just shit.
But, came through unscathed. And, most people...
That's what's important.
Yeah, that's exactly. Most people, they would have probably pulled over. No, I just turned the volume up on the radio. Just gave a few more notches of volume.
Our highways
on
are pretty
cruising.
crazy. I hear a lot of people have shitty traffic and stuff, and ours are crazy. Ours is like that old rock song, The Highway to the Danger Zone.
It is.
Because, like, you either got the slow drivers, and then you got the ones that are fast as hell, and then you got the Frogger drivers, or the NASCARs. And then, like, I probably am like I'm like a hybrid NASCAR, sometimes slow driver. but mostly I'm like the hype when it comes to like to and from work. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
To and from work. I'm with you. I'm NASCAR.
I got the nitrous in my car. I'm like fasting. I'm like the Fate of the Furious.
The only
I'm
time
just like, you can't handle your car.
The only time I'm a slow driver is you ever get in the situation you're behind the steering wheel, right? And then the mood comes over you. It's almost like you get this peaceful calm that comes over you. You know what I'm talking about?
Uh-huh.
Like the sun is in the right spot, the music right, the air conditioning is right, or maybe you got the window down. Everything is just right and you feel this peaceful calm. And you just kind of lean back and you just start driving. And then you look at the speedometer and you're doing 5 under and you're like, "Shit, what am I doing?" That happens very rarely with me, but that does happen. But yeah, made it here safe and sound. Made it home safe the other day. But yeah, you come to Michigan, you better bring your driving skills because people will fly around you at about anywhere from 85 to 90 miles an hour.
You know what bums me out when you're driving in the car? You get the temperature just right. Like say you need the AC on, you got
Yeah.
the windows closed, and you got the music playing. You got the temperature just right, and you ate some shitty lunch.
Okay.
And you got the perfect temperature. Like, man, this is just a good ride home. I'm cruising. Then you just blow this nasty devastator of a fart.
Yes.
And then you got to roll the fucking windows down and shit on a hot, humid ass day
Yes.
around here. That just ruins my shit. I'm now just cruising on. I'm like, oh, damn, one of them nasty farts that just chase you out your own clothes.
Yes.
Like, you would just jump away from it. Most people will sit in a fart and be like, damn, I did that. You know what I'm saying?
And
but
you
this
gotta-
was one of those like, oh, fuck. Like, I just got to move.
You got it worse because you got the truck cab.
Yeah.
So you got less space. I got the whole, I got a.
Yeah, it's like a quick gas bomb. Like if
Yeah.
I was wearing a helmet.
I drive like a SUV, so I got that whole interior, and I'll roll all 4 windows down, even pop the sunroof, pop that bitch back, and I'm just like, okay, we got to air this bad boy out. You know who's the worst at that? Who would do that?
Huh.
My ninja wife.
That's funny.
She'll
Crop
dr-
dust the car.
She will drop those SBDs and not say nothing, and I'll be like, "You fart?" She'll be like, "Yeah." I'm like, "God damn."
Was that you?
It smells like the elephant burial ground.
Like I
Lord.
said, like I hate when that happens at the store. Like I think it's funny when I do it, but I just hate when it happens to me when the crop
Yeah.
dusters come by.
Yeah, exactly.
They just want to just like put the pesticides across the groceries in case there was anything around.
I'm surprised you didn't smell that fart I ripped yesterday at the pod at work. I ripped a nasty one. I even chased myself away. Did you see me walk about 5 feet to the left?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I ripped an ass so bad.
That's hilarious.
It smelled really nasty. But anyway, let's really get into this. Enough of this bullshit. Let's talk about this Netflix show.
Oh man. So this shit's coming out, I think September 9th, and it better not come out. They
It better
change
not
this
come
shit.
out. This shit better get canceled before it's even released.
Netflix already put out a rebuttal statement before
What
it
did they
even come
say?
out.
What is it? Because I haven't.
They just did like something like it was like some computer made it up. The way they put it, like Netflix programming isn't always for everybody. Sometimes the opinions and blah blah. Like sometimes that warning you see in front of shit doesn't agree with some people and blah
That's
blah blah blah.
horse shit. You cannot make a TV show. Just I don't know what would it be glorifying children doing.
Horrifying
Yeah.
because they're fucking sexualizing little ass kids in this movie.
Thank you. That's what I was trying to articulate, but I couldn't. You're sexualizing little kids, and that's another thing I got an issue with. That what is wrong with this world we're living? We're trying to make it to where they're brainwashing all of us to make us feel like it's okay to sexualize little kids.
So this film is about 11-year-old girl wanting to join a twerking dance group. A twerking dance group.
Now, I'm not a father. I don't have any children, but that being said, that still makes me angry.
What happened to dances? Teaching your kids dances like the Macarena when you're little kids, like the little funny shit. Like they're already wanting to go twerk.
These are children, okay? These are the people that
Fuck you, TikTok.
Yeah, if you look back at your own life, you would be like, wow, would I have want that to happen to me when I was a child? No, you wouldn't have, because you'd be more fucked up than you already are today.
Remember that shit what Chris Rock used to say? That's your job as a parent. You know what I'm saying? Make your
Oh,
kids
yeah.
get a diploma or a degree and keep them off the pole.
Absolutely.
Keep them off the pole.
Keep them off the pole.
Don't put them in a movie about a pole.
Keep them off crack. Keep them off the streets. Keep them out of the pole. Get them that diploma and that college degree.
11-year-old kid don't need to be fucking twerking. This ain't Epstein Island on TV.
Oh, my God.
What the fuck? You think this is his island? Now you're putting his island movies on fucking cable?
Now, we were talking the other day. They want to add pedophilia to the list of mental illnesses,
Yeah.
fuck you and fuck that. You should be shot in the head in the street. That's how I feel about that. Now, maybe
Punch you all in the face.
pedophilia is no different than rape or murder, or you're a demon. You're a Satanist.
You're stealing the innocence of children.
Yeah, you're evil. You're pure, unadulterated evil.
You're dirty in the soul.
I can't believe I will not stand for a country that wants us to make it okay and consider pedophilia a mental illness.
That's
You're
fucked up. This
criminal.
ain't Greece. This
No.
ain't Greece where Tom Hanks ran to go fucking hide from his charges.
Exactly. You're
This
a
ain't
criminal.
that shit about Tom Hanks. Go look that shit up.
You deserve the death penalty. That's all I got. That's just how I feel about that. Maybe my views aren't what everybody else's views, but I feel very strongly about this.
You know he made a statement about that too.
Who did? Tom Cruise?
Hanks.
Or yeah, that's what I meant. Tom
Woody.
Hanks.
I will call him Woody.
Yeah,
that way he
call
don't
him
come
Woody.
after my ass.
Good old Woody.
Fucking Woody.
Did Woody's Woody talk?
Said he's gonna come after people that are coming with these allegations. Well, then prove that woman that's out there talking about it that one of your victims wrong.
Well, come at him, bro. Prove that you're not a pedophile.
Prove him wrong.
Show the world that you are the iconic celebrity that we saw. Remember in the 90s, that dude was the master filmmaker. You know what I'm saying? He was in every movie. When a movie came out and it said starring Tom Cruise, you didn't give a damn what the movie was about. You were gonna go see that shit.
You mean Hanks?
That's right, Tom Hanks. Why do I keep
mean
saying
Woody?
Tom Cruise? I'm so
Tom Cruise, Hanks, to Woody.
I'm so flustered by this whole thing.
It's dirty motherfucker.
It is. It's dirty motherfuckers. They've invaded my brain. I can't even get them. You know, Tom Hanks. Back in those days, if Tom Hanks was the star of a movie, you went and saw that shit.
If this true, it's disgusting as hell.
Yeah.
You know, that's all I'm saying. And like all those people on this fucking list, and everybody ain't even talking about it right now because the election's just overwhelming. And that's what I talk about, the media takeover.
Oh, it is definitely still a media
Everything
takeover.
is like the media takeover. Right now, you can't talk about the Epstein list that's out, all these dirty ass people. And if that list is for real, that's messed up.
Yep.
Bill Clinton said he didn't fucking mess with that girl. Now the pictures of him with that girl's all out.
Yeah, massaging his shoulders and stuff like that.
That fucking Jesseline list is out. You see, he's been on the manifesto 26 times.
I saw Facebook put a fact checker on.
Oh yeah, isn't that fucking silly?
It was disgusting because, you know, here's the thing about Facebook fact checker. What they do is it will take what's written in the article and twist it so that they can say that things are not in there that are not factual.
Right, they do the Jedi mind trick.
Yeah, they're twisting the information and looking at it from this ulterior perspective to make it look like, well, yeah, this is what was said, but this part's not factual, even though that's not what was said in the article at all.
I don't like how they do that. They got this, like, you'll see a post, and then you see this little block on the bottom.
Yeah.
This part was fact-checked.
I'm
like, man, fact-check this.
I don't like it at all either. Like there was one about Kamala Harris I just seen back in, I think it was from 2016, when it said first Indian governor of California.
I remember. I saw
and
that.
now it's saying first black VP. And at the bottom of the post, it showed a bunny rabbit with a magic wand and it said, "Poof, now you're black."
Yeah, she hit the, like, remember in Dave Chappelle, the Chappelle show when they had the draft?
Yeah.
And there was, like, the black people and the white people draft?
Well,
Like, she probably got drafted in that election year.
exactly. Well, the Facebook fact check, once again, here we go with the stupid fact check. It said Kamala Harris didn't just all of a sudden become black. Throughout her career, the media has put different racial titles on her, some of them being Indian, some of them being Asian, some of them being black, some of them being Jamaican. Well, that's all well and good, but at the time she ran for governor, she was known as Indian. And at the time she's running for VP, people are pushing the fact that she's black because that's what's hot right now. That's the new hotness.
Yeah.
Right? Do you agree with that?
That's the new hotness.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's you're using your own racial identity, but now the fact that she's biracial and multiracial, she's using that to her advantage.
Like a chameleon.
Exactly, like a chameleon.
And, like, all they do is, like I said, there's all this dirty shit going on, like, real deal, and all they do is hype up this election and hype up this crap. Like, or the fact check bullshit. Like, there was, like, some footage of guys, like, showing how Biden, even, like, 2 years ago, like, was super smart, sharp.
Yeah.
And they're showing, like, now he's just all, like, slowing down. It's real visible.
It's real.
It looks so desperate right now. It
it's
looks
sad
like crazy.
because I've seen elderly people in my family go through similar things. It's your body's fall. You know, you mentally you start falling apart. You start losing your mental faculties. You know, and that can happen over the course of like 3 or 4 years, where you'll just go from this really bright and vibrant thinking person to just somebody who can't even put 2 words together.
For sure. Somebody needs to hit him up with some more of that adrenochrome that y'all got going on.
Something. But it's sad. If the guy wasn't, you know, such a scoundrel, I would think it would be sad. But, you know, the guy is kind of a douchebag, and he just needs to get on with his life.
Yeah, so there's all these people trying to fact check everything, and then they keep everybody all riled up with this fucking shit, and like you can't even talk about nothing else.
No,
it's
you
like,
can't.
hey man, you know kids are being sex trafficked and all this. They're like, oh yeah, what about George Floyd?
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, man, I ate some bad food the other day. My stomach was jacked up. Oh yeah, man, what about George Floyd?
Hey man, I was driving the other day and I got a flat tire.
What about George Floyd?
Exactly. See, now that's the problem.
Damn your tire.
Yeah.
Don't you know about George Floyd?
Hey man, I was at the ammo shop and I couldn't find any 9mm ammo.
I know why.
Why?
It was because George Floyd.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
But I'm just saying, I'm just joking around and all that kind of stuff. But it's like people are so sensitive right now, and then they claim to be woke. And there's a big difference between being woke, that stupid ass word. I hate that fucking word. Okay. But anyways, besides that stupid word, there's a difference between sensitive and woke. And the one that's sensitive and think you're woke, it's way past your woke ass bedtime, motherfucker. You need to shut up. Because you got to figure out what the fucking real truth is before you go just following people around.
Absolutely.
You guys are following people. You're just following the fucking the trend. You guys are following the trend.
And that's all they ever do is follow the trend. You know, I love that other term though.
I don't care who gets mad about it.
I love that other term when it comes to go woke. It's called get woke, go broke.
Damn.
I love that term because it's the truth. When people go, okay, I'll give you an example right now. Goodyear. The president of the United States flat out said, if Goodyear's going to keep doing what they're doing, maybe they need to go out of business.
Oh man, did you see
know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, did you see when the president, they asked him about QAnon?
Oh, that was great. Yeah.
Now,
that was good.
So the conspiracy people went bananas because he didn't deny it. So
he didn't confirm or deny it.
So they brought it up and he says, they were like, they say you're in this like secret battle against Satanists and cannibals and blah blah, and he goes,
it was Satanists, cannibals, and pedophiles.
And he says, would that be bad if I did that?
And you know, that's the thing about it is, true or not, would it be bad if our president, our leader of our country, was trying to support us in a fight against evil?
That was a sweet ass answer though. It was like so smooth and like
it was so smooth.
Like,
would that be a bad thing? No, it's not a bad thing.
That was just like fucking like that was just like a mind blown. Like I said, all the conspiracy people probably like just like salivated over that thing when they heard him say it. You know
I cheered out loud.
All you heard was
I fucking cheered when I heard him say that because I was like, fuck yeah, dude, that's our president.
You know how we had an earthquake yesterday?
Yeah. Now, is that your first one that you've experienced here in Michigan?
No.
I was going to say, because I know it's not mine. It's about my 5th or 6th one.
I remember one that really was significant. I felt
it wasn't like in the early 2000.
I want to say mine was in the 90s. I was still living in Lincoln Park with my mom. I was like a young kid. I think I might have just been out of high school or something like that. Maybe around then. I might have been 17, 18. Something
so what,
like
the
that.
mid 90s?
Yeah, it was around there. And so, I was in my kitchen. And I was just walking out of the kitchen, and we had like an open concept style, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So I just walked, and I literally grabbed my counters, and, because I thought I felt the floor, and
right.
I wasn't, under any influence or anything. It was just, I felt the house
quake,
move, man. It was wild.
Yeah. People, you forget, we're living in an area that has fault lines. They're not as active as maybe like California or places like that, but we have fault lines. There's even fault lines in New York. And
something landed.
I feel better. I got all that stuff out because, man, there's a lot of evil in this world right now that I'm not really approving of. I'm glad that we have the president we have right now. I wasn't always a Trump supporter. I don't know about you. I really thought he was kind of like a goon when he first got elected in 2016. I was like, who is this guy who's talking? Like, when I remember watching the debates between him and Hillary, I'm like, this guy isn't even really talking about anything. All he's doing is trash talking Hillary. And this guy's going to become our president?
I'll put you in jail.
Yeah. And And I'm thinking, like, I had my apprehensions, when he got elected. I was like, man, this guy is a fool.
He's like, you might run the country better, but I'll put you in jail.
But if you look at all the statistics of all the things that he has accomplished, and in the face of adversity, constant adversity from people from the left and the right just poking at him like, hey, man, you're doing all this stuff. This is all illegal. And he's like, no, I ain't. And he's still getting shit done.
It's been entertaining.
It has been entertaining, that's for sure.
I'll say that.
It's for sure.
It's been entertaining.
And we really don't have many choices for to elect somebody different because Joe Biden, sleepy Joe Biden, and him and Kamala Harris. What is they calling her? They call her two-faced or fake or something like that. I forget what it was. I saw some things that was like she's fake or she's two-faced or something like that. I mean, she is two-faced.
It's bananas.
First of all, she was like, "Hey, Joe
They're
Biden."
saying that Joe Biden's got Alzheimer's. He's showing signs of Alzheimer's.
Interesting. Is it Alzheimer's or is it more like that? What is that called? Sundown?
I think it's Alzheimer's, like with a Z. Like Alzheimer's.
Alzheimer's.
And there's like a T and Z in there.
Yeah. Yeah, but you know what? I don't like saying it that way.
I can tell. You're like all-timers. I always think you're talking about sports or something. You're like, it's the all-timers. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like your top 10 athlete of what time?
Yeah, I don't say Alzheimer's. I just say all-timers. Oh, he's got Alzheimer's disease.
He's got Alzheimer's. He's like all-time greatness. That's what I think, like Alzheimer's. I want Alzheimer's.
If you put...
I don't want Alzheimer's, but I'll take some Alzheimer's.
If you put a T and a Z together, I'm probably not going to pronounce it because I'm lazy.
Yeah, you got to throw more H's in there. That's what it is. That's why it's like Alzheimer's.
Alzheimer's. But if there's no excuse, if there's no reason for extra H's, I'm going to throw some extra H's in there because extra H's looks cool.
Look, every word of his vocabulary is getting H'd up.
H'd up. H'd the hell up.
So, I like to watch fucking Riggedy Rogan.
Oh, yeah. I love a good episode of Joe Rogan.
And, man, I fucking clicked it on. I seen he had Whitney Cummings on there with some friend of hers.
I know.
And that was a fucking bomb of an episode. It was not bomb good, bomb bad. Like, it sucked ass.
I didn't even waste my time watching it. When I saw the guest was going to be Whitney Cummings and some other broad, I was like, I'm not even going to bother.
I used to think she was funny until that. Like, I would see little clips on Instagram, like short little spurts. Like I said, like little spurts. Like, oh, that's pretty funny. Let me see what's going on.
I've never found her to be funny. I don't even know why I follow her on Instagram because she's not funny.
I gave it a couple minutes. I had to stop it. So maybe I was like, oh, let me fast forward a little bit. And then I was like, let me fast forward a little bit. And I was like, what? This thing ain't even an hour long. He usually goes for like, he usually has like comedians on there, like legit comedians. And she's a legit comedian.
Yeah.
And all that. Like 2 hours, 3 hours, you know what I'm saying? You're going to sit in there for the long run when you watch his episode.
You might have like a 4-hour episode with Joe Rogan.
It was like one of our shits, like fucking, it was like under an hour. And I was like,
Jesus.
damn. And I kept skipping a couple minutes, and before I know it was done. I'm like, what the fuck? So I look back at the thumbnail and I'm like, yeah, 51 something. I'm like, damn, that's weird. This shit was shit.
I bet Rogan was even bored with this lady.
So I was like one of the first comments on there, and I put on there, I was like, man, the length of this episode would show you that it sucked. And then I was like, people are going to come and watch our crappy podcast now. And then he removed my comment. My shit got removed.
You got your comment removed?
I got removed.
Ooh.
I have been removed.
You know, that's how you know you struck a nerve is when you get a comment removed. That's how you know you tickled somebody's pickle in a way they don't like.
So he took it down, and I went back up, and there was barely, dude, there was like, still it was an hour in. And usually when he's an hour in, he's already hitting big numbers, and it was it was like crap numbers still. So I went back up, I was in the comments back again.
Uh-huh.
And I seen some people in there. I'm like, so I put the same comment again. I'm like,
you dropped the same
I was like,
comment.
Look, you removed my comment the first time. I was like, I said your episode sucked because of the length. I could tell you were just ready, like, and then I said your first name was Joe, and then your last name was hurry up and get these people the fuck out of here, Rogan. And then I said,
that's a good
and
one.
then I asked you guys to watch our crappy podcast. And then you left this one up this time. I seen it again, so that one stayed. But the first time you dropped it, I thought that was shady.
Joe, get me out of this room with these two broads, Rogan.
Yeah, that's what it was like. That's all you could tell in his voice. And he was all trying to be uppity and shit like them. It was weird. It was like weird, and you could tell he was like not feeling it.
Whitney Cummings, you're not fun. I don't know. Other
people,
it
was shitty when he starts talking about Blockbuster Video. He was talking about Blockbuster Video.
What?
There's only one left.
Nobody's talked about Blockbuster Video in like 20 years.
There's only one of those left. Who gives a shit?
And it's an Airbnb.
Who gives a shit?
Nobody gives a shit
Don't
about
nobody care about
Blockbuster.
Blockbuster Video.
Yeah, exactly.
George Floyd.
Dude, Whitney Cummings, the only thing funny about you is your name. You should change your name to Brittany Combs.
Yeah, something. I don't know,
Something.
man. It was bad though. It was just not entertaining at all. Out of all of them, it was not that good.
Just change your name to Whale Cum. Maybe people will find you funnier.
He had another. It's not like a woman-man thing either, so don't think it's that, ladies.
It's
because,
not. It's
he had
not.
Nikki Glazer on there just recently, and that was a funny-ass episode. That shit was almost 3 hours.
You want to know who the funniest female comedian in my mind is?
Who's that?
Lisa Lampanelli.
Oh, she's hilarious.
That bitch is fucking funny.
Yeah.
She does not care. She will school you. Oh man,
She's funny.
she will say stuff to make a grown man cry. I don't care if you're a big time bodybuilder with 1,000 tattoos. I bet you she can say some shit to make you cry.
Yeah, she's an OG. She's one of the older ones.
Yeah, Lisa Lampanelli, funny.
But there's some good younger ones. Like I said, that Glazer chick, she was fucking hilarious.
Eliza Schlesinger, she's funny.
She's funny.
I find her to be super funny.
She's really funny.
Yeah, I love how she's kind of like.
Who's that one? Her name is Esther or something like that. She was just recently on one of the Tiger Bellies.
Oh,
She's like plays this real quiet, like super high anxiety, like almost like a Emu Phillips, but a young version of like a new breed of like.
Yeah, I don't know her name. How about the one who was on Theo Vaughn's show this past weekend, the truck driver looking chick?
Oh yeah, she used to do those viral videos.
Yes.
And stuff. Yeah,
She's funny,
She's
too.
really funny.
I feel like she could beat somebody's ass too. I feel like she beat your ass. Like, you didn't laugh at my joke, I'm gonna beat your ass
Her
now.
husband's a big guy too. He's a big guy too.
She'd probably chuck a beer bottle at you for not laughing at her joke.
Remember her video? She was like, "You got a cigarette?" You're
Yeah.
like, well, fuck you, because you said no or something like that.
Yeah, she's funny. But yeah, no, Whitney Cummings, you're not funny. Just stop. Just stop. You're wore out like an old dish rag. Just get off the stage.
No, she's got a big following, but just wasn't my flavor.
Yeah. I don't know. She always tries to do that stuff. Like, I still don't know why I follow her on Instagram, because it really just, I think I'm just a glutton for punishment, because every time I see her post, it makes me angry. And she's she's always doing this stuff that's like supposed to tug at your heartstrings or supposed to make you get some kind of emotional response or whatever, make you feel sorry or whatever.
Not me. I'm looking at this shit. It's gonna be a new fucking Netflix special. She's all fucking tripping on horses all the time. She's gonna be like a Carol Baskin of horses.
Oh my God.
Like that gay dude that's always with her. He's
Yeah.
gonna fucking up missing, and then she's gonna feed it to the horses. The horses are gonna fucking eat the gay guy.
Oh, Jesus.
And they're gonna be a lot of food like all winter. Like when the next shutdown goes down,
Yeah.
they're gonna eat her and the horses are gonna eat her gay dude. That guy. Watch. That's gonna be their supply with
They're
the next
going to
shutdown.
eat him cock first.
She's gonna be on that big ranch property, and he's gonna be all fucking. That's gonna be their food supply.
Oh,
and it looks like a
man.
lot of food.
Damn, that's this. You know
It's
what?
coming. I'm watching it.
Yeah,
It's
it's
Cummings.
coming.
Hey, it's Cummings.
Exactly, it's coming.
That shit is Cummings
It's coming, Cummings.
for real. And I feel like it's going down. Like she reminds me of the horse version of the Carol Baskin.
You know what, Whitney Cummings? You just wasted a perfectly good porn name. That's true too, right there. I don't care who you are, but that was funny. A porn name, Whitney Cummings. That could have been a good porn name. Porn.
I wonder who.
Why did I say porn name? Porn name. I can't.
Yeah, her poor name. That's our names. We got poor names because we're poor.
We poor. We got poor names. I got that poor man name. I don't even call myself William. I just call myself Will.
Will, you get those other letters one day.
One of these days when
We'll
I
get a raise. We'll get a raise,
yeah,
man.
one of these days when I save enough money, I'll buy them other letters. That I am.
I've been waiting a long time. My real name has 9 letters.
Oh shit! What is it?
No, I'm just playing.
Okay. Yeah, but anyway, moving on. Let's talk about shitty comedians.
Yeah, so her animal rival will be. I have no idea. I'm trying to think about because a lot of famous people that I famous like they all got like weed farms now. So
Yeah. Well,
be
yeah.
like-
Why not?
they're gonna be like
That's just legal.
right, but I'm just saying like they don't have animals. So I'm like thinking about. I don't know too many famous people with like animal ranches.
Well, I think if you have a weed farm, you really can't have like goats and stuff because they probably eat all your weed.
Well, for sure. So if she's got horses, I'm sure there's other people that have other type of animals.
Yeah, I don't
Or
know.
if it'd be like another horse, a famous person that has horses, I'm sure there is. They're probably like gonna say that, like I said, they killed that dude and ate him.
Damn. I wonder, can you get horses to eat somebody? I know horses will bite you. They can be mean. They'll kill a person.
I hope Netflix right now is like recording all her Instagram shit because
Ooh.
that's gonna be all the footage we're gonna see.
Yeah, a horse will. I've seen a thing where a horse ate like a small animal. Like it just leaned down, took a bite, and an animal was gone. I'm like, whoa! I didn't know horses were like that. But yeah, horses will eat small animals. They do not care. They're not as
and on a
sweet.
shutdown. a hungry horse is gonna do the damn thing.
That's right. And they're not as sweet and innocent as you may think they are. They will nibble them fingers off.
Speaking of fucking comedians,
Yeah,
some of
let's
them boys
talk
are
about-
under some hot water.
Man, there's so many
Brian
comedians.
Callen, like you brought up, you noticed they tried to do another episode on like Patreon of The Fighter and the Kid, but they changed the name to Rinks because they call him Rinks because he's wrinkly.
Yeah, because he's old and wrinkly. You know, for his age, he's really not that.
He's really
wrinkly.
not that look.
You
He
know,
looks like pretty good shape.
Yeah, he looks like he's in pretty fit. When I get to his age, I would like to be that fit.
I mean, it sucks that you're a dirty rapist, but
Yes, it does.
you do
suck.
look good for your age.
Yes, I want to be that fit.
I
and
wonder if
that-
you'll age that good in prison.
Ooh, he might. You know,
if you go to jail.
you never know.
I don't know if you got enough money to pay them off to keep you out of jail.
Well, he might just go to one of them country clubs.
Oh, like Fed time.
Yeah,
You
like
think you'll get Fed time? I don't know about that.
You never know.
I don't know if you get Fed time for rape.
I don't know. I have no idea. I'm sure you can't get put in GP.
I'm gonna have to look that up if you get Fed time for rape. I doubt it.
I don't think,
I think you only get Fed time for like if you got a lot of money and you narc.
that could be, but you never know. They can't put him in GP. They can put him in general population with the real criminals, the ones that he'll eat him alive.
They should. You can't give them no Epstein jail.
But they were talking how Brendan Schaub has kind of been smart by like associating himself with all these different comedians and doing all these different shows, because you never know when one of the people you work with turns up to be a criminal. So you gotta you gotta have these long fingers, these long branches,
Alibis.
Yeah, you gotta have all these people and associate with, because you never know, a part of your business might go dark real fast because some allegations might
You know
come
what's
out.
crazy? Like you remember when like D'Elia went down, and
Yeah.
you notice how D'Elia just got erased off the planet.
He did. He got mopped
So
away.
they were just like, who that? He just a dust in the wind, like the song "Dust in the Wind."
You ever seen those Mr. Clean scrub pads, those little white blocks?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what they did to Chris D'Elia, because
just wiped it off.
They just took the little Mr.
He
Clean.
got OxyClean, like
Yeah.
the fucking television fucking shit.
But wait, there's more.
If you call now, you'll get 2 bottles for the price of 1.
And we'll even throw in a Brian Callen as a rapist.
yeah, but this is buy 1 rapist, get 2 rapists for the price of 1.
Whoa, that's an amazing price. Shipping is not free, and it's just 4 easy payments of all of your children.
Use promo code FORCE. So, anyways, you notice when they brought out D'Elia, like what's his name started crying, fucking
Brendan
Schaub.
Schaub.
Brendan Schaub was like, oh shit,
I know.
we all going down.
I thought-
I just thought like he knew like he was in on some shit one time or two. You know what I'm saying? Like I thought that's why he cried. But then when he brought up Brian Callen, he just played it cool, like whatever.
Yeah, I don't get that.
I
It
thought
doesn't
that
make
was
it
kinda weird.
Because I don't think him and Chris D'Elia were really
Was that a
like
chess move? Like was that a chess move?
maybe.
Because the first time he broke down, like oh, shit, I don't do that. And then the other guy was like, oh damn. Is it like when
I don't even know.
it was like when the movie of where they the FBI put a plate of donuts
Yeah, yeah.
and they're like, you want some donuts? He's like, you want me to not eat these donuts because then I'll have a guilty conscience, but I'm gonna eat that donut, and he ate the whole plate. And he goes, that way you don't think there's no fucking just to show you that I don't give a shit. I didn't do nothing wrong. I ate the whole plate of donuts.
I feel like if you put donuts
Was that his move right there? Like I ate the plate of donuts this time.
So wait, you eat the donuts because you have a guilty conscience, or
So
do
if you don't eat the donut, you're nervous because you're not hungry. They think, and you're
Oh.
thinking about shit.
But what
And
if
so
you're
he
like-
goes, I want you guys. I know you want to think about that. So he ate the whole plate of donuts.
So he's a nervous eater, because that would have been me. I'm a nervous eater. I would have ate like the whole plate of donuts.
He goes, you see, I ate the whole thing. And he even put his finger on the glaze that was on the plate. Like,
That's funny. I don't know. That was like a weird tactic of Brendan Schaub's, that
Yeah.
he cried over Chris D'Elia, who I'm sure they were not that tight. He's more tight with Brian Callen, because that's the guy who kind of brought him into all this.
Well,
And
that
then-
one girl says that one girl that made a confession on stage, she like had a nervous breakdown in the middle of her stand-up and confessed on how Brian Callen, raped her.
You know what though? That's our
Or
president.
Me Too'd her or whatever the hell you call that
That's
shit.
our president at work, fighting evil.
Them guys are going, damn.
But it's amazing that all these comedians are just going down to Funky Town. Maybe do you think that's reason why Theo Vaughn's moving to Tennessee?
Yeah,
it
well,
Tennessee?
did you watch Nashville, I believe?
Yeah, yeah.
Did you hear
Like
did you
he
hear
wants
about
to
what
get
he
the
said
fuck
on his
away from all this.
podcast when that last comedian was on there, that one woman?
No, I didn't. I didn't actually watch that one. I need to watch it.
Oh my gosh! So right off the bat, they were talking about friends. You know, you got close friends, and I consider you guys friends, and this and that. He goes, apparently, all my friends are sexual offenders. Like right off the bat, he just came out and said it. Like, apparently, my friends are fucking perverts. Like, I was like, damn. And he just like flat out said it. Like, if that ain't me, motherfuckers.
That's what I like about Theo Vaughn is he's straight to the point. You know, maybe that's probably why he's like, I got to get the fuck out of California. I got to go back with my country roots and get with some people who are right with God.
For real, that would understand those phrases he says.
Yeah, yeah.
Where those phrases originate.
Yeah, that's true. He's got a lot of them.
Yeah,
I like
great.
his little phrases that he
But
uses.
I loved it, man. He just flat out separated himself. Like, apparently, all my friends are sexual offenders.
Yeah, he just flat out was like, bah.
And he threw his arms out like he does. He was like, psh. And like, it was awesome.
Yeah, you know what? Next thing you know, we're gonna have some allegations. I think Schaub's next. I think some What do you think? What's your prediction?
Maybe it's Andrew Santino.
Cheeto Santino.
Santino's got a target on him.
Yeah. Now, I don't think Bobby Lee has done anything wrong.
Everything Bobby Lee has done he's confessed through his whole career.
Exactly. He just comes out and does, yeah, I did that shit.
He's like, yeah.
He is like the Asian version of, oh my God, I'm going to have a huge brain fart right now. Joe Rogan, you know what I'm talking about. You know the guy I'm talking about.
Like Belushi?
No, the guy who was, why can't I think of his damn name? The guy, he's got his own show, The Church.
Joey Diaz.
Joey Diaz. Why couldn't I not think of that? You know what? They're beaming into my brain again. They're trying to stop me from thinking.
Yeah, Joey Diaz done tells on himself all the time too during his whole videos. Like, I don't give a damn. I made her go down on me just to get on stage.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, he says the other words, but I figure I swore enough already. But.
They both fess up to the things they do, and I guess that's what makes them true originals. You know what I mean? You know, it's just like, yeah.
He cracks me up because he's just this old guy. He's Cuban, but he grew up in those neighborhoods, so he's got that New York accent and just tells all these old crazy stories.
I love his voice is just so rough. It feels like it's like 2 grit sandpaper. That's his voice.
It takes like 40 seconds to get a sentence out.
It does. It's funny. I was in line, and there were a couple teenagers behind me talking to their mother. And says, "Why can't you guys just text?" And you know what? I almost turned around in the Joey Diaz voice and said, "Because I want to hear the love in your voice when you call me." But I didn't.
So I was doing some research, man, and I found one of the greatest. Like, I've been looking and following this Twitter account for some years now.
Okay.
And Mentavent is on Twitter. Don't forget.
Yes, we are.
And Robert Trump has the greatest Twitter ever.
Really? Do I need to follow him?
Yes, even though I believe he just passed recently.
Oh yeah. That was his brother. I honestly thought you were talking about his son. No, yeah.
So Robert Trump had the greatest Twitter, like, on the planet. If they don't take it down, go up there and look at all the posts, man. This dude was awesome, man. So anyways, I found some fun stuff. He was the one, in my eyes, that almost spearheaded all this, like, pedophile ring talk, all this, like, dirty Hollywood, Satanists and all that shit like that.
Oh, yeah.
And I just, he even worked undercover for the FBI for years, man.
Wow, I didn't know that.
So there's a lot of stuff you should check out about Robert Trump, man. And also check out his Twitter, because he was telling, it's almost like, I mean, he worked undercover, man. He did all these things to get all these dirty motherfuckers in trouble. So you got to put something to credibility.
Do you think it's kind of coincidental that he just passed? He's probably passed on a lot of information to his brother, who's the president, and kind of
a lot of people.
And got the ball rolling for all this stuff. It's kind of coincidental that all of a sudden he just passes away.
And I guess where he was undercover, people were relaying information to him. Also, like big names were relaying to him.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
So anyways, these things are golden, and I got a few of his Twitter posts here to share with you guys.
Go ahead, read them. Let's hear what you got.
He said that Bill Clinton confessed to my brother, Donald Trump, our president, that he likes them young, especially under 14 years old.
Jesus.
This was a Twitter post, you guys. You can check them all out.
You sick people. I don't even know what to say to that.
So check this weird one out, because there's a big conspiracy with the Q and, my homies that I enjoy the most, the Weekend Warriors.
Oh, yeah. I know you love that.
The Clintons and the Obamas are terrified of JFK Jr.
What?
JFK Jr.
He must have some mega dirt on him.
Well, there's been a lot of
them, I
rumors
mean.
about him not really dying in that plane crash. And these guys been this dark war that's been going on, this secret war that people brought up in our president's speech the other day.
Wow.
So there's a lot of, and this was on his Twitter. A man who worked with the FBI undercover to bring down a lot of crooked individuals. That never made the media, by the way. You should research a lot of busts that he was involved in because there were some big deals.
Really?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, man. It's a lot of, I could do like a long show on that, man. But anyways, here's another Twitter
Please
post.
continue.
Michelle Obama is a man.
Now, who are the people who are saying this?
This is Robert Trump saying this. He was the one that like spearheaded this. I'm telling you, everybody become off of this. And there's also some weird, I don't know about, it's only on the rumor mill that he allegedly or not allegedly.
seen her penis?
Yes.
Wow. Now, I didn't know. I've heard these allegations. I don't know if they're true or not. This kind of makes me swing more in the direction that it's true. But I was very disturbed the other day when I seen her at the DNC basically threatening our country with that we need to vote for Biden like our lives depend on it. I took that as a threat.
Yeah, if you don't vote for him, some other sickness will come.
Basically, yeah, I literally took that as a threat to
Your
our
legs
country.
will break accidentally.
Yeah. Yeah, you might suffer some kind of illness, and we wouldn't want that to happen to you. Anyway, continue.
Yeah. Barack is a homosexual.
Wow. And this is all Donald's brother
Yeah.
saying all
Trump.
this stuff.
He also,
I mean, dude was FBI. Maybe maybe he knew his shit.
back when he was a senator or whatever he was in Chicago, there's a guy who actually confessed in court, and they tried to put him in jail. He's actually, I don't even know if he's alive anymore. I think they took him out. He was confessing that when he was before he was president, he met in Chicago through a friend, and that when they were in the limousine, they were smoking crack, and that he performed oral sex on Barack Obama.
Whoa.
And then these guys like erased this dude out the public eye. Like I don't even know if he's alive or dead, but they just got rid of his ass.
What's up with all these rich people smoking crack? You got money to buy coke.
Yeah,
Snort coke.
What's going
Don't
on?
smoke crack. What's going on here?
they must be. I don't know what's going on with.
Yeah, that's weird. That's weird.
Here's another one of his posts. I'm about to go full Regina George mean girl mode on the corrupt Democrats and Hollywood elites. Tea will be spilled.
Whoa. Now that has all kinds of different avenues in that sentence.
Yeah, he's ready to drop bombs on them.
Wow.
You know?
Well, I like that. Tea will be spilled. Is that kind of like a
Well, the
a
tea.
throw?
A lot of people say that Boston Tea Party.
That's what I was going to say.
Meant something else than what people read in history books. There was a lot of something else going on, shifting of the guard or changing of the guard of power shift and shit like that when that was going on.
Wow, interesting.
So a lot of these historical things that are in our history books actually symbolized another battle that was going on and another power struggle or a power battle that we don't know about that, which is now coming out because there's a lot of awesome historians out there. Shout out to you guys, and they're bringing it out here, man. They're putting it out for everybody.
Yeah, they're letting us know the real truth
to read.
Yeah,
and explore.
I know. I could go on for an entire episode of false history things that I learned throughout my life in elementary school and junior high and high school, and that I can look back on and I know differently now that they weren't true.
Yeah.
And I could do a whole show on that.
And here's another post, one of the final ones. One of
Okay.
them, I got a couple more left. He says, the pedo ring runs deeper than you think in Hollywood, from John Legend to Chrissy Teigen and Taylor Swift. He says the better question is, who isn't involved? Here's another one.
Okay.
Zuckerberg, the guy who owned Facebook and formerly owned Facebook, because he sold it public and all that
Yes, he
jazz.
did.
Now he's just a name that just looks like Mrs. Butterworth and whatever names you guys all get offended with.
Who
That's all
owns
it is.
it now?
It's all public. All these companies own it. Like whoever owns all our data now and all that shit.
Okay. All right.
Whoever those people are behind that spider web. Another spider's on the web.
Yeah. Yeah.
Another additional insect.
I got something to say
But-
after you say your thing.
His wife, I guess, apparently her and her sisters own this restaurant in L.A. It's called the Cannibal Club. And apparently, if you there's an article on this restaurant. I suggest you guys all check it out.
Is this in Los Angeles?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's also, they have human meat preparation specialists.
Jesus.
And then you talk
Christ.
about these Hollywood people who are supposedly Satanists or not Satanists and all that craziness. And then you have restaurants like this. Then you hear about spirit cooking parties, And so it's just crazy, man. And this place really exists. Y'all should check it out. And his wife and her sisters run this place, and it's interesting.
You
You
know,
guys can read the menus online and do what you will, but you should actually do research on the place and read about experiences there and whatnot. And on that, if y'all enjoyed this episode, hit us with a like and a subscription because we would appreciate it.
and make sure you click that notification bell so you know when we drop the latest episodes.
And this has been another episode of
Meant
To
Vent.
See Ya.
Bye.